Folks, very, very disappointing what Stephen Gillen has done and said on my Facebook page, comments he's made after bringing attention to what he's done with a failed contract that we had. He did not live to his part of the agreement. He failed to live to his part of the agreement. It is clear. I mean, he was supposed to provide a script, is something that I had done, and I signed with him. I was kind of hesitant, very reluctant. I saw him on Facebook through mutual friends. I decided to reach out. He had a company called RMC, Roar Media Creative, out of London, LTD. I said maybe, but I looked at his background. With my background in law enforcement, 26 years of federal law enforcement, 21 with ATF, 5 with U.S. Customs, an impeccable career, put down a lot of bad people, arrested them, incarcerated for lengthy time. And someone who did 17 years, you never know. And I said, well, 17 years involved in violent crime, bank heists, police shootings. He saw his shows. He said some things. He told me I wasn't sure what to think, but he won awards, peace awards. He's changed himself. You know, we want to give people benefit of the doubt, redemption. I did. Reluctantly, I did. He seemed like a nice guy. We had a lot of calls. I met his other partner, Daphne DeLucci. I dealt with her. Not very happy with the product, not very happy with the time. But the good thing is I had a boilerplate contract. They didn't have any timelines. So I decided, my wife, we talked about it, got an attorney involved, and we went through it, and we added times in there to accomplish certain things. Certain timeline to get the script done, certain timeline to get it out and start meeting with, the key was here, because I'm a writer myself. Those who don't know, I have written close to 80 books on Amazon, mostly short reads, some medium, some long reads. I do a lot of articles on medium.com. I've written close to 90 articles and counting, from law enforcement, true crime, current events, all organized crime, all different topics. They're done very well, have thousands of readers, which is great. It's another way to get your work out there. I recommend that 100%. But when I signed the contract, the key was I could have done my own script. I didn't have to pay 10,000 British pounds, which is over $12,000. I did it in 4 parts, but I could have done this myself. The only thing to do is give me a decent writer. His name was Toby Osborne. He did a great job. We collaborated together with Stephen. That part was fine. The other part that was a problem, and I'm making it clear, and of course I paid everything in full, and he's responding, instead of having paid everything full, I paid everything full. There's never issues with any other things. He's fabricating stuff that is not true. And the people I've done shows with, William Steele and Mary Bass, are not losers. They're not the lowest form of people. They're decent people who've also got their lives turned around like allegedly he did. And I'm working a show with them. And it's shameful that he goes to name calling with them, with me, false allegations. He says I'm defaming his character, and he's doing it to me, because the truth is on my side. Everything happened is truthful. And Stephen, and you know it. In the contract, my attorney that's engaged with you says it will complete the pitch deck to industry high standards, which it was not. It was not, because there were issues with that deck out there, and I had other people review it. And of course, when using other people's pictures, it wasn't original work, and it's my product, you know, I can't use that. I don't feel comfortable using someone else's work when you're taking other people's pictures and you put it on my deck that way. I don't feel good with that. Of other actors, they really didn't fit, really. Older actor, bigger name back then, like Sylvester Stallone, Penelope Cruz, other different actors and actresses, that they really weren't a good fit, because I did this work in 30s and 40s, and they're now in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. So that wasn't a good fit there. Engage with studio production, engage with studios. He never did that. That was the most important thing, his contacts. Engage with studios, their production teams, investors, and if we couldn't find investors, we couldn't find production teams, then do it yourself, an RMC, and in-house co-production of the project and route to marketing. I got none of that. None of that. That's what I expected. That's what professionals do when you sign contracts. That's what you do, Stephen, at RMC, Roar Media Creative. That was a big problem. And that was back, I said, signed in July of 2022. Given benefit of doubt, 2023 came around. things weren't getting done. It's not good. It wasn't a good time. Iggy, this is not a good time. He calls me Iggy. Iggy, this is not a good timing. This ain't good timing. It's a holidays or this. There's always an excuse for we're not going to do it. Same with the series. He also promised to do a 3-part series. A 3-part series on his true crime channel, Stephen Gillen. That didn't happen. He did 1. We did 1. Not 2, not 3, but 1. And then he gave up and he blew me off. Every time we try to schedule one, things came up, too busy, whatever. There's no way to do business with him. And then with my attorney got involved, gave him letters, says, this is it. Listen, give me half of it back, 50%, because of what happened. Okay, you gave me the script, fine. Lesson learned, if that's all you're going to do, but it should be the whole amount, because I didn't need a script writer. I'm a script writer. I've done different software, Final Draft and others, and I've written other ones, Broken Crowns, and I've done others that have been well with this software. And I can write, and I've written really well. But what I don't need is someone to lie to me, say this is what they're going to do, and they don't do it. That's a scam. And that's what this is. I'm warning people, do not deal with Stephen Gillen with even with a contract. He doesn't keep his word. He's out there in London, here in the United States, or you could be in Canada, in Europe. You're going to have issues because professionals keep their word. This is what I promise. I'm going to keep my word. We're going to work. You paid me. This is what we're going to do. He didn't do it. And then he shows his true colors. He goes to my Facebook page and insults me and threatens me legal action when he's the one that's in the wrong here. He's the one that's in the wrong. My attorney has called him off. We explained the timeline. You haven't done anything with it, Stephen. You haven't done anything. Do the right thing. You said I wasn't being honorable. You're not being honorable. You're not being an honorable man. Do the right thing, Stephen, and return my money. That's the right thing to do.